Hi everyone, Julia here recording this October 9th, 2025, and I'm doing a sit and talk instead of a walk and talk because I have an injured foot as well as a few other body parts, but it's all good. Healing up slowly but surely. I just wanted to check in and see how everybody's vibing in this crazy world, this crazy amazing world, cramazing world. And yeah, just to keep in mind that perspective and frequency are so key. And if you're at the optimal frequency, then you'll have the optimal perspective. As you watch the world stage, man, they don't even make movies as interesting and dynamic as what's going on in our so-called reality. And who knows what's real, what's not. You know, back in the day when I was growing up, we all had the same propaganda, right? We had our 3 channels on TV and we all got fed the same propaganda. Now we get to have the propaganda of our choice according to the algorithms. And so we keep having our biases confirmed, and it just gets insane, you know. There's different views on everything, and you just have to really get back in touch with your true self and work from your intuition as opposed to you know, taking it all in and buying what they're selling, because it's all almost about fear and separation, and it's just hard to believe that people are really acting the way they are, but they're just so programmed, you know. It's like negative identities, negative entities are just taking over on so many levels. So yeah, this is just the time to make sure you're just the objective observer. If you need to, turn off all that crap and go out in nature and just be. But yeah, I mean, I indulge in the news from, you know, my biased news, and then I look on the other side some too, just for entertainment values. I don't take it to heart because, again, you know, the big picture is we don't really die anyway. When we're done with this avatar, we'll go on to our next adventure to grow and evolve even more so we can ultimately become love and get to that state to where we are unconditional love. And that's that. There's nothing else. Full stop, right? And unconditional love is really the only love. Anything else is just agreements and likes or whatever. It's not love. And it's a challenging task to get to that place in an environment like we're all in now. But it's not impossible. There's people that have done it. And, you know, as I always say, intention is so powerful. So if you have the intention to become unconditional love, then you ultimately will. It really is that simple. So here we are watching the show. You never know what's going to happen, if we're going to have World War III or if we're going to have world peace, you know, or we're going to have a technocracy, or you know what we're going to have. It's just so hard to discern when you got so many angles of information coming at you. You know, if it was just the same propaganda that we all got and very, you know, monotonous like that, it's kind of easier to go yes, no, you know. I agree or I don't agree. I resonate or I don't resonate. But nowadays, you can get on your device and find something that you do resonate with. And hopefully it's something hopeful and inspiring. And there is a lot of that out there. You know, this is an amazing time to be alive, that we can all connect to one another, no matter where we are in the world. We can instantaneously talk to and see that person even. You know, in some ways the Jetsons is here. The Jetsons era. Our flying cars are around the corner. But literally, perhaps. So yeah, you know, this is really a time to try to focus on the positive in spite of all the chaos that seems to be going on. You know, it's just a show. Just watch the show. And know in the end, when it's all said and done, and it's time for your avatar to expire, well, you'll just carry on, and this will just be a little blip in your experiences throughout eternity. But it can seem so real and so long and drawn out while you're here, so it can also be challenging. So that's why it's good advice to just step away from it all once in a while, go out in nature, and just be. Just be. Alright, just wanted to get on here and do a vibe check. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Let me know how you're doing. And as I always say, remember to stay focused on what you want and how you like things to be. And I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are, whatever time it is. And of course, always help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.